our 2K TV interactive special, we're talking about the basketball fan favorite 90s TV show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And you've made it this far, so you deserve an easy one. In the show, Will shared a jersey number with Los Angeles Laker Marc Gasol.
Was it number?
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the... And with tip...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. Well, something you'll love, Clark. We should see some terrific rebounding here in this one.
I love the glass eaters, Kevin. You know, that was part of the strength of my game back in the day. Way, way back in the day. I mean, these teams are right at the top of the league when it comes to closing out stops with the defensive rebound. Glass eaters galore in this one.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Reddish kicks to Capella and stolen by Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Curry outside. Rebounded by Capella. Curry's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Young. Sinks that one from the post.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
On the wing, Harris. That one rolling around and rims out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
In the corner, Herter with it. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Atlanta with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Curry wide open. Good on the triple. Curry's got 6.
Seth Curry is one of the very few guys in the league that has that kind of range.
Young from outside. Offensive rebound.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Hawks trail by 5. Young looking around. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Young. Averaging about 27 points per, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Here's Reddish after Ben Simmons' bucket. Reddish the pass to Capella. The shot, no good. The 76ers leading by 7. Goes up, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Hawks. The pass to Reddish. Howard with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Goodwin, good.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
Now, here's Maxey. Milton the pass to Howard, and it's good, 2 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gallinari outside. Right wing, 6 to shoot. Releases. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Milton in at the small forward. Now, here is Gallinari. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And it's Capella missing. Philadelphia leading by 13. And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Maxey passes to Howard. Now here's Maxey. Banked in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
Now here's Reddish. Here's Gallinari. No good with the layup. Howard kicks to Milton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here is Gallinari. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit.
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
Here's Thibault after the basket by Atlanta. Pass to Korkmaz. Poke loose. Okongwu dishes to Goodwin. Here's Rutch. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Kevin Huerter comes in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Goodwin. Now here's Curry. He's got 9. 1:10 left to play in the first half. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And stolen by Simmons. Curry from deep three-point land. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Simmons against Young. From past the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta. Tries again. It's Young on the wing. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Back to Harris from downtown. No good, shot missing. And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel and...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. And over to Shaq. What did you think? And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Passes to Harris. Here's Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Embiid's got his second basket.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Simmons against Young. Pass to Reddish. Capella kicks to Collins. Young for three. Here's Capella. Herter passes to Reddish. 5 to shoot. Collins finds Young. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Atlanta, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Reddish. And Goodwin subbed in for Kevin Herter. Here's Maxey. Rebound by the Hawks.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Young outside. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the pass to Thibault. Three-pointer by Embiid. That one, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Goodwin kicks to Collins. To the middle. The kick out to Young. Goodwin dishes to Young. Puts up a three. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Embiid. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Maxey, no good. The Hawks trail by 12. Young from outside. Hawks with the new shot clock. Back to Collins. Here's the three. And Trae Young gets the three. Young's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Green, no luck. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Young outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Thibault. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They led by as many as 18 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Passes it to Thibault. Feeds it to Embiid. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Young, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight and stolen by Simmons. Here's the break, all alone, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition, and that's a mindset but also activity and energy display.
Curry kicks to Simmons. He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Lobbed up there for Embiid. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the basket by Curry.
And when Seth Curry gets hot like this, that basket just continues to expand. You got to keep feeding him if he's this hot.
And Reddish with the slam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
To the inside, Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Herter. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Simmons with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The pass to Milton. Embiid dishes to Curry. The Hawks trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Philadelphia.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring up.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul called.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Herter passes to Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Capella's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Simmons against Young. Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. Outside Curry. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Young from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Philadelphia dictating the flow. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Curry outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Young passes to Herter. Dishes to Gallinari. Kicks to Reddish. Left side Curry. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what?
All right, let's up the difficulty just a little bit with this question. Will's basketball rival, Marcus Stokes, shares jersey number 31 with which former Dallas Mavericks star?
Was it Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, Jason Kidd, or Dirk Nowitzki? Please.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward. And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Now here is Augustine. The feed to Lopez. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
You got to really hit Lopez when he's shooting. When you don't, he's capable of finish.
That's good from Lopez.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, GA. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Curry with the three. Offensive rebound. And Embiid is right there.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Inside, Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Middleton looking it over.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
It's Curry outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. When you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult, the start or the end, or maybe somewhere in between?
I would say it's somewhere in between, because the physical toll, you know, is felt most down the stretch. But you get a time to refresh and renew and get back to it.
Basket good.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end, moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Middleton. The past month has been surreal. Averaging about 19 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows every time.
Wow, hammering it in!
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
In the corner, it's Harris. He kicks it to Embiid. It's Curry outside. No good there. The Bucks go the other way with it. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Here's Simmons. It's good. Simmons got 6.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
And the pass to Lopez. Middleton outside. The 11-footer, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Simmons. Lopez grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Giannis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Curry outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And they were connecting. And when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And that one's good, Maxey.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Here's Forbes. Off target with his 3.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Howard, and it's blocked. Back to Milton, pass to Thibault. To the wing on the left, down to 5 on the shot clock, and another shot, and it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
It could go, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bucks. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis, and it's Craig in at the 4-man position. Here's Augustine. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Feeds it to Howard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Bobby Portis.
That's just outstanding strength. Sometimes you are helpless trying to stop D. Howard inside from scoring. I mean, even when you foul him, and foul him hard.
Here is Forbes, defended by Thibault. To the inside. Now the 76ers on the break. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. Here's Connaughton, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Maxey. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break. Milwaukee goes up, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
To the middle. Here's Craig, and he jams it with authority.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
76ers trailing. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Harris finds Embiid. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Curry deciding where to go with it. Drops in the tray. Curry's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Giannis. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays. A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Harris against DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. Down low, Giannis is double. Just 2 to shoot. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the paint, here's Lopez, and it's blocked by Embiid.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Simmons inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. And then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Giannis outside. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Bucks have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And some good act. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. They came up. And that'll.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from, and the closer he is to the rim, the better.
Augustine looking around. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. over Simmons. And it's Giannis missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 2-point game. Oh, that's offensive interference. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Augustine passes to Portis. And no good that time. Great D that time from Howard.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The reach of Embiid, just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
Augustine from outside. And again, the Bucks miss.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving.
Thibault, the pass to Howard. And that one's good. Korkmaz. Korkmaz has got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The Bucks trail. And Augustine kicks to Middleton. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Augustine passes to Middleton. Dishes to Lopez. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Let's see the stat sheet here for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Embiid. The Bucks also changing it up. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
And it's good for 2. Howard's got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Milton. Craig kicks to Forbes. Launches it. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Out left to the wing. For the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Connaughton passes to Lopez. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thibault. Finished off the break. Thibault's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
56 seconds left in the third. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, he's so hard to guard when he's cutting like this. Portis, I mean, he's great at working the screen and roll.
That's tipped. High post, Howard. Thibault can't get it to go. Milwaukee has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Craig, defended by Thibault. Craig passes to Portis. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And so he hits both. Now Giannis. He's got 9. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Keep driving it. Get to the free throw.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
Lets the three fly. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. From 17 feet out. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The 76ers leading by 6. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And it's Middleton penetrating, and it's blocked by Embiid. And they'll keep possession. Philadelphia with the ball. 6-point lead. Simmons looking around. Over in the corner, Green. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Embiid inside. Lopez is there. Embiid, no good. Now here's DiVincenzo. Guarded by Kerr. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. That one drops for him. Simmons got 9 points now in just the second half.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Guarded by Harris. Lopez up top. To the inside. DiVincenzo. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, I love the tenacity that Harris plays with. A ridiculous dunker off the drive.
Bucks trail by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo against Curry. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
It's Curry outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Embiid with the block. And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. And he could not get that one. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From deep three-point range, rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The drive by Simmons. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Giannis.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Free throw good. Giannis. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
The drive by Simmons. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate. So if they get what they want out of that trip, now a two-possession game.
And Simmons slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
The pass to Portis. Embiid with the steal. It's Curry outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis passes to Augustine over Green. So Philadelphia wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Who is the only Philadelphia 76er to win the NBA Finals MVP award?
Is it Julius Erving, Allen Iverson, Moses Malone, or Joel Embiid?
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the dunk by Lopez.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. A nice shot by Young.
Hard to defend Trae Young from out there because he's a master at creating space.
Collins against Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Herter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Not going to go that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they've built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Augustine looking around. He feeds it to Lopez. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for DJ Augustine. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Giannis against Gallinari. Middleton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Rondo kicks to Gallinari. The Hawks again can't hit. The Bucks trail. Now the Bucks moving it up. Pulls it from the elbow. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
And they pick up 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Portis. Atlanta with the rebound. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
He's still adding muscle to his frame. Cam Reddish is showing us his ability to play through contact and finish.
Here is Forbes following the basket by Cam Reddish.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Good work there as it goes.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Hawks passing it around. Pass to Reddish. Crafty move. Okongwu, the pass to Reddish. Middleton against Collins. 6 on the shot clock.
I see him.
From deep. Hawks for the new shot clock. Here's Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for John Collins. Young is subbed in for Reddish. Middleton for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Inside. Craig pulls it in. The kick out to Young. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
As a defender, Middleton can suffocate you with his length. Nice stop there.
Trae Young, he's... And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely getting to slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
On the court for Atlanta, Rajon Rondo is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Capella in at the 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Portis after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Now here's Portis, guarded closely. Good work defensively by Capella. And it's Rondo in the corner. Young outside. Outside for Rondo. Stolen away. Out in his own on the break. Here's Connaughton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And here they come. Here's DiVincenzo. No good, shot missing. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. It's deflected.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
4 on the clock. Here's Rondo. And at last, they get one to fall. Rondo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Forbes the pass to Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Now here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from Trae Young. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here is Young in the game against Boston. Very impressive. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Herter, headed by Augustine. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Young outside. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Reddish the pass to Young. The 3 ball. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Lopez. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Hawks lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Herter passes to Reddish. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and they're on the break. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 16.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Giannis. Augustine in the corner. He nails it, and we're tied up. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feet. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. It's easy to see.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Giannis kicks to Augustin. Down low, it's stolen by Capella.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
They grabbed their own miss. Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And the Bucks with some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. For the lead, with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And the turnover again by Atlanta. And the Bucks making a change here. Wilson's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on the triple.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
And Herter gets it to go.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
The pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Young. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Young from deep 3-point range. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Yeah, back-to-back threes. Trae Young welcomes this duel because they're usually to his advantage.
Reddish the pass to Young. And Gallinari kicks to Young. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This guy is a silky smooth operator on offense. Middleton can score effectively on all 3 levels.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Pass to Connaughton. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace has picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Rondo comes in for Kevin Huerter. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Defensively, just when you think you have Young's shot timed out, he pulls it back down.
The first free throw is good. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so Young nails them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here is Forbes. Gallinari covering. To the paint. Lopez kicks to Forbes. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
And Milwaukee has possession. It's a three-point game. Just 4 to shoot. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 10 points.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Young for 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here is Forbes. And it's off from three-point range. That one, no good. Chris Middleton has been on display for Milwaukee. Back to the action after this word. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Collins. Rajon Rondo is out there with Young. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Collins.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Augustine finds Lopez. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Passes it to Rondo. Outside Collins. Back to Rondo. Milwaukee with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Here's Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
And he gets it to go.
Even with a hand in Rondo's face, he still knocked that one down.
Bucks leading by 5. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Giannis inside. He's covered by Rondo. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Bucket is good. And now a 10-point Bucks lead.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Here's Young. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Augustine with it. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Reddish. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Young looking it over. They get it back.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Capella. Pass to Young, stolen by Middleton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton against Young. Puts it up from 12. Shots good by Middleton.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Reddish dishes to Young. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
1:16 left in the fourth. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Here's Young. Inside. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Kicks it to Middleton. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Giannis drives in. Good on the shot. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Trae Young on the line. It's on Bobby Portis. So both teams changing it up here.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Augustine. To the right side. To the middle. Here's Wilson. Yes, that goes in.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Young against Augustine. Passes to Fernando. Back to Young. From deep 3-point range, that's good.
Incredible competitor, Trae Young.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
a trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
6 on the shot clock. Collins looking around. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Simmons against Young. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now, here's Reddish. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size, that you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Young drives in, and the shot is good.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Simmons. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Herter passes to Young. Here's Reddish. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Rondo's scanning the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Collins against Embiid, tipped away. It's stolen by Milton. Now the 76ers on the break. Now here's Maxey. D right on him. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. It's blocked, but they get it back. On the wing, Milton. Gallinari covering.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Collins.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rondo. And Howard with the stuff.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Was shot off that time. Good D by Howard. Here's Maxey. Rondo with some nice D. The Hawks trail by 4. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Rondo's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now Thibault. Down low. And Howard with the stuff.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Reddish. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to follow in his footsteps.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day,
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Here's Maxey. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Herter, the shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Herter's got 4 this quarter. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Thibault can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 4. Korkmaz grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Thibault kicks to Howard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The 76ers leading by 6. On the wing, Harris. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
It's good. Reddish has got 6.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Howard outside for Curry. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Here's Green. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:36 left in the first half. Collins passes to Reddish. Collins trying to break free. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Collins.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside for Curry from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Fast break, here they come. Collins, good. It's a tie ball game.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Herter passes to Capella. Collins trying to break free.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Yeah, I like the fact that Howard is really good at staying aggressive when he knows he's hot. In attack mode on the offensive end.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Young outside. Left side Collins. Young inside. Simmons is there. Young's shot is off. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny. A big night so far for Dwight Howard. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard position.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Young from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Herter, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Curry finds Simmons.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The kick out to Young. Passes it to Reddish. Can they get it? And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The three-pointer no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And it's blocked.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And the shot goes in. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Capella inside, guarded by Embiid, and it's Capella missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rondo on top. He has 6, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Here's Snell, and it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Embiid. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 32 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the 76ers. Pass to Snell. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Simmons slams it in.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
And Young kicks to Collins. Young up top. And that one, good. 6 points for Trae Young.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And here's Simmons for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. 70. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the Hawks. Shot is out there with Bradley. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in a shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the wing jumper offline.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And that one drops for him. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. Green passes to Scott. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's stolen by Harris. Green in the post, and he banks in the layup. Green's got his first bucket of the night. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Fernando. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And here's Simmons for 3. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And it's Goodwin in the corner. And there's the pass to Mays. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because I think they're on to something. We could get that, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Right wing, Poirier passes to Scott. Here's Poirier. Back to Scott. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Offensive rebound. The Hawks shooting 40% from the field. Now, here's Okongwu. He's guarded closely. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's good one in the corner. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's the Hawks' ball. Here's Snell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career, maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And the loss earlier in the year must have stung a bit, because tonight they came out and made all the necessary adjustments, moving them to a record of 1 apiece here in this 4-game season series against the Hawks.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Scott. The offensive rebound, and it's Bradley on the follow.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Scott, the pass to Bradley. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. "19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. Mays with the rebound. Here's Fernando. Hill kicks to Snell. Can't get it to fall. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. On offense here, the Bucks. Giannis passes to Augustine, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold, and then take what the defense gives you.
'76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer Augustine, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Curry on the wing. Inside, Lopez with the steal.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Curry pass it to Green. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Simmons controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Augustine in the corner. The Bucks working the ball around. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. 1:35 left here in the first quarter.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Korkmaz. Lopez covering, and that one's good. Korkmaz. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. And the rejection by Giannis. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then for the 76ers, Howard comes in for Joel Embiid. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Tobias Harris. Now here's Middleton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And yes, it's good.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Here's Maxey. Up again, and Howard with the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Thybulle. Rob. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Korkmaz. The pass to Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Bucks with possession here. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Offense. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Maxey in at the point guard. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Pass to Craig. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Green. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. 2 on the clock. No good with the triple. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Curry. The 76ers with another miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Simmons, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Korkmaz. Simmons can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 5. Craig passes to Augustine. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. He can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Curry over in the corner, Green. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis is running.
Yeah, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And Augustine kicks to Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Lopez. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They get it again. At the top of the key, Lopez passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's DiVincenzo. For Milwaukee, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The 76ers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Milton lays it up and banks it in. Milton's got his first points in this one.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Antetokounmpo. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Pass to Thibault. 3-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. Giannis. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15. And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Curry with it. No points in the game yet for him.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. The pass to Augustine. The second chance effort. Here's Giannis. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Giannis throws it down.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Harris finds Embiid to the paint. Here's Simmons, good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Forbes, the pass to Lopez. Back to Forbes. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez, no luck. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Here's Forbes. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There, you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Shot from 12. Here's Lopez. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Here's Forbes. And the rebound goes to Howard.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Banked in off the glass. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's DiVincenzo. That shot off the mark. Excellent D from Howard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Dives for it and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
For three, Middleton. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Thibault. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. Pass to Thibault. Howard in the post, defended by Portis. Pass to Maxey. Rebound, Milwaukee. Augustine's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I don't know, 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Milton kicks to Howard. It's rebounded by Portis. To the inside. Here's Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Shake Milton. Howard is out there with Green. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Simmons in at the 1. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot is off. Great D that time from Howard. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Milton. Not a lot of room. Here's Howard. Embiid trying to break loose. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Antetokounmpo passes to Augustine. First one falls for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris comes in for Dwight Howard, and it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. The drive by Simmons.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Giannis is double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Philadelphia with the ball. DiVincenzo against Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the 76ers get it back. Unable to get that one.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Embiid trying to break loose. And that one's good. Simmons. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Bucks. A 2-point game. Lopez left side. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Shot clock at 3. Here's Augustine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The free throw drops for Augustine. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Both free throws good from Augustine.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside for Curry. Back to Embiid. Count it. Good. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Harris.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Augustine passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Simmons looking it over. He can't hit that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton with it. Now Green defending. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Middleton outside to take the lead.
Well, it's something that he's done throughout his career. Green once again making a big defensive play.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid trying to break loose. Simmons can't get it to go. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Curry. Back to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Good D by Lopez.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And they double up Giannis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Curry. It's good!
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
To the middle. Kicks it down to Middleton. Three-pointer. Misses the three. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, great.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Our setting tonight with the lights of down and taking a broader look here. And let's...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Here's Herter. Lopez grabs the board. And good that time. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Stolen by Middleton. Augustine with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Here's Giannis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Young. Capella, the pass to Herter. The shot's good.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Augustine looking around. He kicks it to Giannis. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself. The putback, it's good on the putback.
When inspired, Reddish is a good rebounder. Great physical tools at 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 37-point game against Minnesota.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose. Stolen by Collins. Capella with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Shoots. And the shot is long. The Bucks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Middleton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. 4 on the shot clock. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Giannis. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. A minute 50 left to play in the first. Count the basket.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible. Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
The D totally forgot to mark him, and as a result, he put them on a poster with that dunk. I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Young against Augustine. Young's shot is good.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him. Capella against Lopez. Good.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn 4. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
The Hawks trail by 6 to the paint. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot by Collins, no good. Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Pulls up. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 7 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Rondo passes to Collins. Drops in the layup for 2.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Here is Forbes. Here's Connaughton. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've got Reddish. Collins is out there with Gallinari. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
I really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Rondo on the double team. Passes it to Craig. Portis with it. And Portis throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Outside Rondo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Hawks passing it around. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You can see Kevin Hurt has been working on this, taking contact and completing the play.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. DiVincenzo with it. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Herter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. His three-pointers off the mark. The Hawks trail by 8. Young inside. And he makes that one. Young's got his second basket.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Here's Giannis. Yep, it counts.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Young, right side. Here's Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And checking out some numbers for Trae Young.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Bucks. Giannis is double. Middleton for 3. Portis in the post. Capella covering. Kept alive. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Out to the right wing. Goes up on the block. Herter, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Snatched up.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Minnesota. Antetokounmpo with the ball and guarded by Capella.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Gallinari in the corner. Back to Herter to the wing right side. Capella high post. Here's Okongwu. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points. And that'll do.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there is almost no stopping it.
On its way from Young for 2, rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Capella. Reddish, the rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Lopez. Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Here's Young. Good on the bucket.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Rondo. The kick out to Young. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the deep. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Gallinari comes in for Young. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The shot's good from Forbes.
What I love about Forbes, he's smart. He's going to put himself in the best position to succeed.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And the shot goes down. Rondo's got 5.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
There's 1:40 left to play in the 3rd. Down low, Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Portis, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for the matchup with the Heat, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. From 12 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. And it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Right side, Rondo.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Craig. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks ahead. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Gallinari. Okongwu is out there with Collins. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Herter in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Middleton against Collins. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Milwaukee leading by 12. For three, Middleton gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Rondo, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu, and Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Middleton. Fires from deep. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now the pass to Lopez. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Capella trying to free himself up.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Augustine, no luck. The Hawks trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, this is what they want from Herter. Be assertive and make plays.
That free throw missing. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think let's be honest. It makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
Young outside. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. Collins finds Young. From past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Young against Middleton. Inside. It's tipped. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Herter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer. That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
Middleton looking it over. Over Collins. Middleton can't get it to go.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And here's Augustine. And Capella over to help. It's tipped. Here's Herter. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Hill. The 19-foot shot, no good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They came. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.